hotel review, shall we say. Have you found your stay?
For what we wanted, I think the hotel has been pretty good. I mean, the room we got, I think, has been pretty good. It's a nice...
We have shown you the video or the room. We have done a room tour, which we would have put in. You can see it's a really large room. I mean, it's got a king size bed, a sofa which turns out into a bed, so it's quite a large size. The coffee table's massive. You know, you can fit so much stuff around it. It's crazy.
I think one thing that I don't like about there's two major things that I don't like about this room. And number one is that we're on the ground floor. We have a patio.
Yeah.
Which is lovely. It's lovely to have a patio. Outside the patio, which anyone can get to. It's not private.
No. It's not fenced off or anything like that. It's literally, you can just walk to it.
Yeah, and outside there is a hammock, which we would have loved to have used.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But it's absolutely filthy. They don't clean it. It might be the case that they can't clean it. I don't know. Because it is underneath trees, and trees probably things fall down. But even the underneath...
You can still clean it. You can hose it down and wait for it to dry out.
It's like, we did not use it because we didn't want to take the chance.
We thought, oh, okay, we'll turn it over. On the other side, it's even worse. So that maybe.
So that's number one. And also with the patio, you're so low and it's not fenced off or enclosed in any way. People can easily just look into your room and see what's in there.
Yeah, it's not private.
And so we've had the curtain closed the whole time. Which means we're not getting any natural light coming in at all. And number two, number three, I don't know what number we're up to now, number three. The curtains don't even close completely.
No, there is a slither of a gap in the curtains, the way they actually are hung. So we've had to actually put a chair pressed up against it to make sure the curtains shut properly. For privacy. Which is not really good for a hotel room. So, yeah, it's been disappointing. But because we've got the curtains shut, it's quite dark in here. So, because there's only 3 lights in here, believe it or not. We've got the 2 bedside ones and the one little lamp.
And one like in the little hallway.
I don't really count that as I don't think it counts, really. It's quite dark. So, yeah, it's not been, the greatest.
Another thing I don't like is in the bathroom... The toilet paper holder is so low down. It's ridiculous.
It's not just laid down. It's actually further than your normal reach would be. So you've got to be quite tall to be able to actually reach for it.
Oh, and mentioning tall.
Oh, yeah.
The cupboards in the kitchen that has got the cups, the glasses...
Plates.
And the plates. They're above the fridge.
If you're short,
you've got
no chance. I can probably just about reach the plates. But that's a stretch. So yeah, they didn't. The organisation around that area is not great, to be fair.
It's absolutely lovely to have a kitchen. I mean, what I was actually really impressed on is that they gave us a tea towel, a sponge, and washing up liquid.
Which in the previous hotels we've been in, they don't provide any of that.
We've never had that at all.
It's like, oh gosh, right.
We've had to go out and buy it.
Yeah.
So that is one thing that I liked. I like that there's actually plates in this kitchenette. There's saucepans.
Plus the ceramic plates. The last time I went to the hotel, were glass plates. Which is weird.
Yeah, there's a drawer with cutlery. I mean, for a kitchen, it's really good.
For a hotel kitchen,
yeah,
it's doable. Let's just say that you can make do with what you've got.
I also there's like in the bathroom area before you actually enter the bathroom, there's like a little corridor, like a very tiny corridor, and there's a vanity table there. I've used that quite a bit, and I really like that.
You like to sit down and dry your hair, don't you?
Yeah.
So that's quite nice. It's
To be
got a
fair-
really large mirror.
It's like the only place you can use to dry your hair.
Yeah, perhaps. But
Another thing that I don't like is about the bed.
yeah.
It's just like every
We
time
love the
we
size.
move,
The fact it's king size, brilliant. But as you were about to say,
every time you move, you only have to move a smidgen, and the headboard creaks.
yeah, the headboard has the wooden slats in between the headboard. It reminds me of like window shutters, to be fair, which is kind of what they go for. But because they're like wooden slats, just slatted on top of each other, they do rattle, which is rather disturbing when you're trying to sleep. So when I stay up late and I move, I wake poor Kelly up with the rattle, rattle, rattle. Sorry.
And I don't know if you can hear that, but another thing, the walls are very thin.
Yeah, the room above us, they keep slamming their doors. They must have a glass door like we've got, but they literally go vroom and bang it to bits. So it's like, whoa, what's that up there? That's
You
not
can
good.
hear other people's toilets splashing.
Yeah.
And like just now, I just heard a bunch of laughing people outside. I mean, it's not that late.
It's not late.
But if we wanted to sleep, we wouldn't be able to because there's so much noise happening outside. So, and also you can hear planes flying overhead because we were right near the airport.
Mm.
So you've been able to hear planes, everything. So they really need some sort of thicker glass on the doors.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's double glazed, to be fair. The only thing I have a problem with is the lights on the bedside cabinets. Because they're connected to the walls and you've got a freestanding cabinet. Which is fine, but when you're trying to lay in a king-size bed, you've got to really stretch to try and turn that light off. And not make the the headboard creak at the same time. So yeah, it's not been good. But don't get me wrong, this hotel is absolutely fabulous. I think I would stay in the hotel again, just not this room.
I like having the kitchen. I like the bits of the bathroom. The shower is amazing. I think I would stay in this room again. I would. But in order for me to give it like a 5-star in the Kelly rating, that would... What?
In the Kelly rating?
Yeah, the Kelly rating.
Okay, interesting.
I think in the Kelly rating, I would give this probably a 3.5 star.
Yeah, I could go with that. Yeah.
There was a little problem with regards to breakfast here, but they sorted it. So be aware. Make sure you book breakfast.
Yeah, which is another thing we should really talk about, because we booked through a travel agent who have possibly spoken to somebody else in America, who have possibly conferred with the hotel. And with some of the rooms, they allocate breakfast vouchers. Unfortunately, we've got 2 rooms because we've got a friend staying in another room. So there's been a bit of a dispute about the vouchers over breakfast and who should get what and when. But lucky for us, they have actually sorted it out, so we all do get breakfast.
Basically, we got 10 breakfast vouchers to use across 3 people.
Yeah. Now, we've been here for 5 nights. So
we were 5 less.
Yeah, basically. Because you use one every day. So that's 3 people for one every day. So yeah, they had to give us an extra 5.
But they weren't willing to do that at first.
They said, we can give you 2. We can go to 2. It's like, well, hold on. That's not going to give us enough. One of us didn't go hungry. That's not very fair, is it?
Well, once we said we'll go somewhere else, they gave us the other three.
Exactly. We said, well, that's fine. We'll go for somewhere else for breakfast. And they were like, no, it's fine. This time we'll do it. Like, well, thank you, but why are the quarrel in the first place?
It's just a little bit annoying because it should have, if it was in with one room, it should have been with the other.
Yeah.
Because basically what they've said is it was included with our room.
Yes.
But not our other person's room. So that doesn't
But
make
here's
sense.
the thing. With regards to the rooms, we've actually had to swap rooms because we were meant to have the one with the kitchen and our friend's room doesn't have the kitchen. So we've had to swap rooms. So we're like, hold on. Was it for their room or was it for this room? We're not really sure. So do be careful if you do come here, which you really should. It's a beautiful place to come. Just make sure you check on your breakfasts. I mean, it's probably not too bad to actually pay for it. It's something like $18 for the for the buffet Monday to Friday, I think it was, and then I think it's $20 on the weekend.
$22.50, I think.
$20.50 was it?
$22.50.
Okay, $22.50.
I think that's about right.
So it's not too bad really to quarrel over, but it was the principle of the fact that we booked it for these reasons.
So be very wary when booking through
A third party.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trust your travel agent. Make sure you trust your travel agent. And double check everything. But yeah, other than that, it's been absolutely amazing here.
The pool's lovely. Being this time of year, sometimes we have the pool to ourselves.
The pool is cold, beware.
But it's warm when you get in.
It does warm up.
They're very, very aware of celiac disease.
Yeah, don't say GF, say celiac disease.
Yeah.
They'll understand it more. But yeah, it's not been too bad for food, really, here.
Yeah. Dinner has an interesting menu, but hey, I managed to eat, and I'm fussy in more ways than one. So I managed to eat here. We could have a gift shop. You get to
That's
go.
a nice gift shop, actually.
The gift shop also sells tickets to attractions in San Diego.
So, SeaWorld and the zoo, we went there to get the tickets for.
It's a discounted price.
Yeah, which is really good. Guest services, they will you can ask them for a town car, I think they called it, wasn't it?
Yeah, town car taxi type.
Yeah, it's not like a taxi, but it's the kind of one that the hotel recommend.
Well, the company or the hotel have a special contract with this company that provide town cars. It's some sort of special contract.
And mostly it works out cheaper than actually taxis. So we've had them, we've used them a couple of times this trip. I think they're really good actually. It's quite nice to have.
Yeah, they're very friendly. They'll pick you up whenever you want. They even drive you all the way to your room and pick you up from your room.
Which was very surprising actually. I just thought they'd just drop you off at the front of the hotel. No, he goes, you stay in property, I'll drive you to your room. It's like, oh, why, thank you, that's so kind of you. So yeah, we did have far to walk sometimes, so yeah, it was nice. After a long day of walking around the zoo, for instance, your feet are going to you're just so tired, just like, I just want to go back to my bed, you know. Oh, I'm at my room. Wow, that's brilliant. So yeah, definitely recommend doing that one. There's a lot more of San Diego we could have seen, but unfortunately, time just we only allocated a few days here, so it was a bit difficult. But we'll have to come back, won't we? And do the rest, do some other tours.
I also like that the hotel has a special cruise you can go on.
Yes.
It's about an hour and a half the cruise. You go around the bay, you go to another hotel, which I think is some sort of partnership with this hotel. And then you come back basically, but it's like a sunset cruise, the first one anyway, and it's amazing.
It is amazing.
You've seen our video.
Yeah.
I also like that there's a private beach. Well, not to yourselves, but to the hotel.
No. Yeah, the beach, it kind of seems like it's on both sides of the hotel. Because we're like, because we're on a bay, our hotel kind of crescents in, and on both sides there's this private beach that goes around it. So yeah, it is beautiful. It's lovely sand as well. Sometimes you get sand that's so pebbly and just rocky. This just seems like pure sand.
And the hotel have cabanas along the beach.
Which are for the hotel only. No other outsiders use them. So it's beautiful. Baggett Fest, they do go fast, I think, in the...
Actually, I think this time of year they don't probably go as fast as they would.
No, but in other times of the year, if you want to come, they will go fast.
We came in October.
Yeah.
So it's slightly different. But if you want... I think it's like... I call it a lid to the cabana.
Yeah.
You have to talk to guest services, I believe.
I would imagine so. Some have like a roof covering. You can just pull it up and it will just shelter you from the sun. Talk to guest services. They might have to, see about that one there. But at guest services, they also have shuffleboard equipment, tennis equipment, because there's a tennis court on site as well. I'm sure they've got a lot more other equipment as well. We just haven't had time to do everything we would love to have done. I mean, I would love to have done tennis with you.
Yeah.
It's something we don't do all the time. But yeah, it's been brilliant here.
Well, we tried to play it at our hotel for our wedding.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. We got married in a hotel, and for the year they gave us a subscription to their leisure centre part. And I'd gone and bought us tennis rackets to play on their court. Unfortunately, their court was up for refurbishment, so I was like, oh, that's not fair. So yeah, unfortunately, they were out of order. So it was, I could have hoped to have done it this time, but it's just one of them things. You can't do everything in a day, unfortunately. But still, we have to come back. So
I definitely would recommend coming here to this hotel. It's a lovely. I mean, even I'm sure we didn't get to see all the room types, but we saw the other room that our person we're with has got, and that seems quite nice.
Yeah, the person my friend has got two, I think they're queen size beds in here in his. It has a small area where it's got the coffee machine and there's an ice bucket place there as well. But it's perfectly sized for him. It's a decent size actually. It's very tidy.
Because to be fair, if you're not going to be in your hotel room all the time, so you don't really need.
You're going to be out enjoying the sunshine.
Yeah, you don't need to have a really posh room. I mean, I love the space in this room. I basically wanted the kitchenette so I could cook my own food if I had to.
Being celiac, yeah. It's always a worry.
But I didn't actually find a place to buy any food. Luckily, that hasn't been a problem.
Yeah, there's no supermarket as such that we can see.
Not you can walk to.
No, we've been to a convenience store, but they had very little in the way of food. It was mainly drink.
So if you did want to come here and you wanted to cook your own food, you have to go and buy it. You would need a car to get to the most local supermarket to go and get everything. You couldn't do it by walking anywhere.
No. But luckily the hotel are quite accommodating for celiac. So.
I think we did it quite well because we always had a really big breakfast in the morning, so we didn't need 3 meals. I think if we need
we've worked that out, haven't we? Really, especially at Disney. Yeah. If you go to Disney, fill it up on a massive breakfast. You can have a small snack of, we have the premium bars in Disney, and then you can buy a dinner, blow out on dinner and breakfast. The best ideas. enjoy your day, go to the parks, go to SeaWorld, brilliant, do the exact same thing. It costs you less than what you think it would do, and you can have more time to enjoy your park time, basically, or the zoo, there is actually a safari park here, which, again, we haven't had time to do, but if you go there, you'll have more time because you won't be finding somewhere for eating all the time, especially if you're celiac. It's not very easy. So yeah, plan your time wisely. It's only been 10 nights, but it's been a packed 10 nights. But unfortunately, it's back to reality.
Yeah.
Save up for the next one and see where that takes us.
So many more places to go.
It's what we want to do. If you want to go back to Florida, I would love to go to Paris. I would love to take you to Rome.
I really want to
Italy.
do a Disney cruise.
Yes, I would love to do a Disney cruise.
We actually noticed, I think, on the plane here. Was it here?
Yes, it was. On the way here from LA, there was actually a Disney cruise ship. So we were very surprised to see it in one of the harbours. Because there were quite a few harbours around. So, yeah, very surprised to see it. But yeah, I would love to do a cruise ship. It'd be interesting for gluten-free.
Yeah.
To see what they can cater for you for. But Disney seemed to be so much better than anything else.
Yeah, but what I do notice is sometimes I haven't seen it here, but I think was it in the other? It was in the other hotel, I think.
The Sheridan.
Yeah, that they remembered that I was gluten free.
Yes, yeah. Sometimes they're very they recognise people's faces and things like that. So, but it is interesting for tomorrow's breakfast, though.
Yeah.
For you.
Because I have to have my potatoes cooked, or everything else cooked separate, and the potatoes take longer.
The potatoes are baked in the oven for Kelly, whereas normally they would be fried. So, one of the restaurant staff said to you,
said we'll be back tomorrow at the same time. If so, if not, let us know what time we'll be in, and they'll pre-cook them, so I'm not sitting there waiting for so long.
which I thought was really nice. I mean, unfortunately, it's done on the last day, but the fact that they've considered the time that it takes to bake the potatoes, because there's obviously a few of us sitting around a table, it's taking up our time of doing anything else. So they're like, "Oh, don't worry, tomorrow we're going to make sure your potatoes are cooked to order for you, but we'll do it early and on time for you, so you can actually get a decent breakfast at the time you want it instead of waiting." They're like, that's really good, actually, really good service.
Yeah.
Not everywhere would do that, really.
Yeah, it's just Americans.
Oh, America, yeah, well, it's...
I was beginning to wonder if it was just to Florida, but even over here, it's just...
Well, even in LA, it's the same sort of courtesy. So it's really nice. To feel like these people are so helpful in that, it's nice, really, for our stay. So yeah, it's going to be sad to leave. We've got plans, I'm sure we'll get there in the end. Save up the money, it'll be fine.
But I say, definitely come to San Diego.
If you can catch that sunset, it's worth it.
But this is so much to do here. It's such a lovely place, the weather's lovely. I mean, it was foggy this morning.
Yes.
But
yeah.
it cleared out by 10 o'clock. And it got hot and I got a bit red.
I mean, the journey to the zoo was quite nice. It was loads of cactuses, actually. Loads of cactuses. Just like desert land. But, yeah.
Yeah, they don't get much rain here.
No, apparently, according to... I think it was the guy in the taxi. Said it's their fire season. But they've not had a fire here for many years.
Like 13 years or something.
So, yeah, something like that. So it's been a very long time. But they still call it fire season. So, we've been very lucky, I think. It's beautiful.
I think it's fire season in LA, and LA isn't too far away.
Yeah. Well, it's only about... It took us less than half hour to get here without a plane.
But I
I'd
think
say.
by train it's about 5 hours.
Really?
Yeah, that's what someone was saying on the cruise. To come here by train from LA, it takes about 5 hours.
Cool, blimey.
Driving.
Don't go by train.
Driving, I think it would depend on what time of day because.
And traffic.
Yeah, the traffic, that's the worst.
But it's not a bad drive, I don't think. Some people said it's a lovely drive down. But we just... Well, because we booked it for a travel agent, they said that they couldn't do that. So the plane job it was. So, like, fair
Which
enough.
was actually really silly.
Yeah.
Because when we spoke to the taxi guy, he said, yeah, we would have done it.
Yeah, we got a shuttle service to take us to the airport, and they said we would have driven you straight down there. We could have taken you to your hotel. We were like, really? Oh, that's a bit annoying, really. But these things happen, so yeah, if you do book for a travel agent, just be careful on what they ask for, really. But yeah, definitely recommend coming here.
The staff have been great here, I think. As soon as we arrived, it was like, oh, we'll take your cases in. I was like, oh, okay, thanks.
Yeah, there's two random strangers come up and said, oh, I'll help you with your bags. I'm like, oh, thank you. Turns out they work here. Like, oh, thank God for that.
They just take our cases and I'm like, what? Okay.
Wow.
We've been rushed in here.
But even if you walk around, even if as you just walk around the hotel, everyone's like, hello, good morning, how's your afternoon been? Like, oh, yes, it's really fine, thank you, you know. Lovely weather we're having. It's so nice and pleasant. We just don't want to leave. It's going to be so hard to leave now, isn't it?
Yeah, especially as we don't know when we're coming back.
No. That doesn't help. But we will try and make it back as soon as we can for you.
And by the way, the list of gluten-free restaurants that we got given by the reception desk, you need to drive to.
Yeah, they're probably about an hour or so away.
Yeah.
So you need a car. Unfortunately, we didn't have a car because we took the taxi. And
To be fair, I'm not willing to drive an hour to get to a restaurant.
no, when you've been to a little park all day, you just want to come back and have a relax and walk to a restaurant. You can't do that with that list. You have to drive. So maybe not then.
So I wish we had been able to go to them because it might have been better for me to eat. But no, it was too far away, which is a shame. But on the list, they also give you vegan places as well.
Yeah, vegetarian and stuff like that. It wasn't all dinners, it was breakfasts and snacks and things like that. So, it was a nice thing for them to do, but they need to ask if you've got a car first, really. But that's been fine. So, I think we're going to end it here, and we're going to have a relax again tomorrow before we go to the airport.
Be interesting because we've got to check out by 12 tomorrow, but we're not being picked up until like 5.
Yeah, so it'd be interesting to see what we actually get to do, but we should take you along for the ride as best we can. It's not always easy to video everywhere at the beach. I couldn't take you all the way to the beach sometimes because it's very crowded. But yeah, we'll catch you guys tomorrow, really. And see where it goes. So, for us.
Bye for now.
Bye. Hi guys, so as you can see, we are sadly at the airport. Sad day, because we're going home. And this time we are actually unfortunately going home. There is no surprise this time. Our plane has been delayed.
By an hour.
So we're stuck here, just looking at the scenery. There's not much here, unfortunately. Not much of the world duty free. So yeah, we're just gonna wait it out and sit around for how many other hours it is.
Hello, I've actually now got a stomachache.
Yeah, we went back to Luigi's for lunch, and Kelly ordered the only thing on the menu was gluten-free pizza. So, sorry.
I was just going to say that we looked for ages for a place for me to make somewhere different.
All round, but
not even the hotel did gluten-free lunches.
no. At our hotel, the Bahia, nothing on the gluten-free for lunch, which is really disgusting actually. Or the only other option was fish.
One item though.
Yeah, but Kelly doesn't like fish.
It was an appetizer, wasn't it, as well?
I think so, yeah. So it was very small. So yeah, we went out to the beach to try and find some food. But the trouble is, the chef cooked a normal pizza instead. So of course we had to wait extra long for them to make the gluten-free pizza. But you're not, your stomach's not very happy, is it?
No, it's only just started though, so...
It might not have been the pizza, but you're not eating much else other than that.
No.
But it caused you also to be worried because Kelly doesn't like flying. So yeah, it is hard. My lunch filled me up. I had meatball pasta with onion rings and garlic bread. I couldn't even finish it. But yeah, it's not been a bad day. Very relaxing. We had to check out by 12, and then we picked up at 5, so we had 5 hours to kill. So I was like, let's just rest over here, or let's just rest over there. So yeah, it's a sad day.
Security is everyone's responsibility. To ensure that you have a pleasant passage through our airport, we recommend that you keep your luggage and personal belongings in view at all times.
So yeah.
Be attended at all times. Do not leave your luggage and parcels unattended, as they may be removed in accordance with TSA regulations.
So it's not been a bad day. It's just been sad because we've got to go home. I think we arrived back in England at
3:30 in the afternoon.
3:30ish in the afternoon, but we're boarding at 5 minutes past 9 on Wednesday. So Thursday we arrived back at 3:30ish. It's a long time of travel. It's very complicated. It's all to do with time zones and complications, and it's like, oh god.
About a 10-hour flight.
About 10 hours, yeah. Not looking forward to that one, are we?
No.
So that'll be interesting. We'll show you the food on the plane if we can, hopefully.
No, I'm really not looking forward to this one. Although it's different company though.
Hopefully it's not fish, because Kelly does love fish. So yeah, it'll be interesting. It'll be a bit noisy, but we apologise for that already. So we'll see what happens, really. And yeah, we'll talk to you later, guys. For now, bye.